Good morning students. We were doing leftover part of chapter 1 of part A. So today beta we are going to do Indian Constitution is a living document. So Indian Constitution is a living document beta. It is dynamic. Okay, so dynamic constitutions are good. So and static constitutions are not good. So the most important thing in Indian Constitution is that it is dynamic. It changes with the changing condition. Okay, but the very base of the constitution is same. It is not changed. Very important things are still existing like that. These were there at the time of constitution making. Today Indian constitution is not what it was in 1950. It has changed a lot according to the changing conditions. So in short we can say Indian constitution is a living document. Okay, it is a dynamic constitution. It is not a static constitution. Now which things are making it dynamic, which things are making it living? First thing which has made the Indian constitution a living document is amendments. You know beta, so far 126 amendments have been, bills have been introduced in Indian constitution. 104 amendments have been done. Okay, so all these amendments have made Indian constitution a living document. Second thing is laws. Time to time parliament is passing many laws. Okay, so these laws which are passed by parliament are also increasing the length of the constitution, are also responsible for making it a living document. Next is beta judicial decisions. You know our judiciary is very important है ना. Judiciary is given the work to interpret, to explain the constitution. So these interpretations, these explanations which are done by judiciary time to time are also increasing the length of the Indian constitution and making it a living document. Many laws are also passed by the many, we can say, decisions. Many decisions are given by the judiciary which also became the part of constitution. Okay, so in this way also the constitution is increasing day by day. So judiciary is also responsible for increasing the length of the Indian constitution, for making it a living document. And the next thing is political parties. Political parties are very important, you know, and these parties are also responsible for increasing laws, for making laws to control them. Do you remember anti-defection law was passed in 1985 है ना, according to 52nd Amendment Act and 91st Amendment Act. Anti-defection, these are anti-defection amendments na. So all these type of things are making Indian constitution a living document. So political parties are also forcing the parliament, forcing the judiciary to give decision, to make new laws, to add new provisions, articles in the constitution. So these political parties are also responsible for increasing the length of Indian constitution and making it a living document. So all these things, your amendments, your judicial decisions, your political parties, laws made by parliament are making it a living document. Okay, now today beta we are going to do 42nd Amendment Act. 42nd Amendment Act is very important part of our Indian constitution, and this 42nd Amendment Act is the product of emergency, which was proclaimed in India on 25th June 1975 by Mrs. Indira Gandhi, the then Prime Minister of India. She imposed emergency in India, and with the help of President, and who was the President at that time? President was Fakhruddin Ali Ahmed. Okay, so with the help of President, she imposed emergency, and she had done many amendments in the constitution, and all these amendments came in 42nd amendment. Okay, which was this 42nd Amendment Act was assented by the President of India on December 18, 1976. Okay, so many changes were done according to this constitutional amendment. So we are going to do which changes were made in our constitution according to 42nd Amendment Act. First change was amendment of preamble. Many new words were added to our preamble, such as secular, socialist, unity, integrity. All these words were not a part of Indian preamble in 1950. These were added in 1976 after 42nd Amendment Act. Okay, because Mrs. Indira Gandhi was fond of socialist ideology and she wanted to introduce some land reforms and other reforms. Okay, so for this purpose she has added these all words: secular, socialist, integrity and unity in the preamble of India. Second thing which is done in India 42nd Amendment Act was ban on anti-national activities. In 42nd Amendment Act, it was clearly written no one is allowed to speak against the government. Anti-national activities were completely banned. If anyone was speaking against the government, it was thought that he is involved in anti-national activities. So anti-national activities were completely banned in 42nd Amendment activity. Okay, then next is beta supremacy of directive principles of state policy over fundamental rights. वैसे आपको पता ही होगा बेटा, fundamental rights are more important. These are justiciable. We have read all these things. And directive principles of state policies are not justiciable, and states are not bound to follow all directive principles of state policy, है ना. But all states are bound to follow fundamental rights. But in 42nd Amendment Act beta, directive principles of state policies were given more importance over fundamental right, because we have read na Keshavanand Bharati Golaknath case that there was dispute on the right to property, है ना. So to make changes in this right to property, she has made this amendment in 42nd Amendment Act कि जो fundamental rights हैं, these are not so important as the directive principles of state policy are. Okay, then next change which was done in 42nd Amendment Act was president bound to the advice of council of ministers. Yani if president is going to do any work, first of all he or she has to ask from the council of minister, and the advice which is given by the council of minister, he has to follow that advice. He is bound to follow that advice. This was also written in 42nd Amendment Act. Next is life of the legislature was extended. It was the most important amendment, okay, and change done in the 42nd Amendment Act beta. And this article 172 and article 82 were amended to increase the tenure of the Lok Sabha. Do you know what is the tenure of Lok Sabha? 5 years, है ना. But in this 42nd Amendment Act beta, the Lok Sabha tenure was increased from 5 to 6 years. 5 to 6 years, ठीक है, and it was against democratic rules at that time. Okay, the next change was life of the legislature was extended. Next change is deployment of armed forces. The government can send armed forces to any part of the country. This power was also given to the government in 42nd Amendment Act. Changes in judicial system. In this, what was done, the judiciary is less important and parliament is more important. Okay, yani parliament was given superiority over judiciary. This was also very important change done in 42nd Amendment Act. And next was beta आपकी जो fundamental duties हैं which are written in article 51A, ठीक है. These were also not the part of our constitution when our constitution was made. These fundamental duties were added in our constitution in 42nd Amendment Act. So 10 fundamental duties were added to the constitution according to 42nd Amendment Act. So all these are the main features, we can say, main changes done in our constitution according to 42nd Amendment Act. Goodbye.